In this lesson, we'll be discussing divisibility tests, and the question we're answering is test the number 11,352 for divisibility by 6. So before we answer this question, I want to show you all the different things that we can look at to see if a number is divisible by anything between 2 and 10. I think the very first one is quite simple, how to tell if a number is divisible by 2, if the number is even. So the test is check if the number is even. As an example, we have the number 100. 100 is even, so it should divide into 2. What about if a number is divisible by 3? For this, what you can do is sum up the individual digits that make up the number. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then the entire number is divisible by 3. So to summarize that, the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. For instance, if we have the number 102, adding up 1 plus 0 plus 2 gives us 3. 3 is divisible by 3, it gives us 1. So 102 is also divisible by 3. In fact, it equals to 34. How do we tell if a number is divisible by 4? For this, the number formed by the last two digits is divisible by 4. So if the last two digits is divisible by 4, then the whole thing is divisible by 4. Think of any number whose last two digits are divisible by 4. That should be an example. Let's say 10,040. 40 divides into 4 10 times, so this is also divisible. How do we know if a number is divisible by 5? If the number ends with 0 or 5. As an example, 100 ends with 0, so definitely 100 divided by 5 should give us an output that is an integer, and it's going to be 20. For 6, the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. I'll use an example from earlier. For 3, 102 is divisible by 2 because it is an even number, and it's also divisible by 3 since we tested it already. So 102 divides into both 3 and 2. To check if a number is divisible by 8, the number formed by the last 3 digits is divisible by 8. As you can tell, this one isn't as straightforward as the others because personally I don't know too many numbers that have 3 digits and are divisible by 8 apart from 800. So we can use that as an example actually. It can be any string of numbers, 6, 4, 5, 6, but as long as the last 3 digits are divisible by 800, it should work. For the next one, 9, the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. So if we add up all the digits that make up the number and the sum is divisible by 9, so is the whole number. Much the same way we treated this technique for when it's divisible by 3. For example, say we had 9, 4, that's 13, 5. 9, 4, 5. Adding up 9 plus 4 plus 5 is 18. 18 is divisible by 9, so 945 should also be divisible by 9. You see, 945 divided by 9 is 105. For 10, if the number ends with 0, then the number should be divisible by 10. This one is straightforward. That symbolizes with. So we have the question going back to it, test the number 11,352 for divisibility by 6. Look at what we wrote here. The number is divisible by 2 and 3. Let's check if it's divisible by 3. Because we know it's divisible by 2, it's an even number. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5, plus another 5 is 10, 12. 12 is also divisible by 3, it's 4. Therefore, this is divisible by 6, and as a test, we have 11352 divided by 6, and we get 1892. Now that you know these tricks, I hope you learned something new, and you can use this when you are dealing with more complex numbers. Talk to you later.